Okay, so this is a sketchbook tour from. The sketchbook itself is from 2021, I think. Yes, 2021. And personally, I love watching sketchbook tours from other artists to see like what they do outside of actual work. So thought maybe I should make one, which is this. Um, I mainly use it as a warm up before work and maybe for studies. For example, if I'm doing characters, if I know I'm doing characters today, so I'll do warm ups with figures or faces. Yeah, so let's dive right into it. I left this page blank because I wanted to draw some epic character over here, but then I didn't, so that's why it's blank. And then, yeah, a bunch of notes. So these are the studies I was talking about. We have some faces. These are mainly from Pinterest. Yeah, this is, I think, from Big Hero 6. This is from. I don't remember. Yeah, these are just mainly faces from Pinterest. Bunch of work notes. And then, yeah. Some faces. Scribbles, sketches. Some faces, but this time in ink. Yeah, I found that tend to be a bit timid when it comes to like line work, which you can see here as well in pen. So I decided to use some what is it called? Artline pens, which are just a brand of felt tip pens. But then you can see I'm still doing the whole chicken scratch over here. But yeah, it's good practice. It gives you line confidence over time, that is, not at the start. And then, yeah, bunch of gesture drawings. These were, I think, 2 minutes. Yeah. Some more gestures. And then this is just it's called mannequinization. It's just basically thinking about all the forms in terms of basic shapes, so cylinders, triangles, rectangles, cubes. So if you can distill the human body into basic shapes, it becomes easy to kind of visualize it in 3D space and also make poses. So if you find your figures are flat, they look flat, this is good practice. So you can see the cylinder and then adding the cross contours to show where the limb is moving. So there's a difference between this and this. This is going away from us. This is coming toward us. So that's what I'm trying to do with all this cross contour. But yeah, bunch of automatic drawing, just drawing anything, drawing shapes, whatever comes to mind to get the wrist warmed up. Some more faces over here. These are all from Pinterest. Yeah. Bunch of work stuff. And then hands. Yep. These are also done in pen, still from Pinterest. So if you see there's this thing I realized that if you start with the silhouette first, before you even think about the fingers, it becomes easier. So for example here you can see there's still this outline of whatever you started with. And then I now go inside to add the fingers and all the other anatomical details. Some random squiggles, faces, Disney faces. This is from Princess and the Frog? Is it called Princess and the Frog? I forgotten. Yeah, some more mannequinization again. I'd say if you're just starting out with figures, try this exercise first. Like get really good at thinking about the human form in terms of simple basic shapes. It will help you along the line as you're thinking about anatomy, because it's easy for me, once I have this down, to just come on top and then add anatomy over it. Like it helps me think about how the body is turning, if a limb is going away from me, if it's coming towards me. And yeah, it also helps with constructing the body very easily. Bunch of faces. These are... So for work, if I know that I have a character design to do, and then maybe on this particular day I have to do expressions, what I'll do is I'll usually warm up with faces from other character designers, which is what you see here. This I think is from... I don't remember all the artists that are featured here, but this I think is from Brittany Myers, I think. But yeah, Brittany Myers. Some more faces, more hands. This is from an artist called Mila Useche. We've got this guy, I forget his name. Stevie Wonder. But yeah, as you've probably noticed by now, this is not one of those very organized, very curated, Cal art sketchbooks. And I think a sketchbook is supposed to be a place where you're allowed to fail, sort of. Allowed to experiment. So it's not as organized as you've probably seen other sketchbooks, but yeah. Some more faces. Some figures. This is something I'll probably explore more, like this pose. Gesture drawings. These are 2 minutes to 1 minute, I think. Can't remember. And then over here I was trying to stylize, that meme of Michael from The Office. This is a failed attempt at me trying to stylize. Some more Pinterest faces. More cute girls for the follows. Faces. And then yeah, the swamp. This is something I learned from Ahmed Aldori, which is your initial drawings are not going to be good. Like, don't expect them to be good, so just keep on drawing. Eventually, as you get warmed up, they get better and better and better. So this is just a reminder to myself, because I was getting frustrated at some of these drawings. I think these were from his Pinterest board as well. He has a challenge called 100 Heads Challenge. These were from that Pinterest board. Yeah, some more faces. Anatomy. Faces. Yeah, we're getting frustrated. I've actually forgotten how to draw. Apparently not. Just draw more, son. Cringe. Again from the same Pinterest board. There's some heads. Some Disney eyes. Elf. If you draw from Pinterest, you probably know this pose. It's very common. Yeah. Some more gestures. 2 minutes, I think. So with character design, the most important parts you'll need to get down is, well, it's the human body. But I think it's, how do I put it? Well, first of all, is faces, expressions. You need to be really good at expressions and poses, because you'll need to have your characters in a lot of different poses, and you can show a lot of personality through the character's pose. So it's very important that you kind of have a shorthand for a lot of poses, for all the different poses you need. Also, I've covered stuff like this. This is just stuff from work, which you don't need to see. Some more gestures. Some booba from, this is from, I was trying to study, what's his name? Neskin. I like his shape language. It's very pointy. So this is just me trying to study his work. I hope I don't get banned for that. Some more faces. This is from, I forget the movie. Avatar, Last Airbender. Pinterest. Meh. I really like that one. I try to draw people from life. As you can tell, it's not working out. I try to do it in pen. Say hello to my little friend. A bunch of work stuff. Don't need to see. Yeah. This is a study from Karl Kopinski, one of my favorite artists. And then this is from, the rest is from an artist called Ignition, like ignition, but ink between the I and the G. NK between the I and the G. Ignition. Yeah, his shape language is very sharp, for lack of a better word. Very pointy, very triangular, which I like. See this face. Yeah, some experimentation. Some more Karl Kopinski. Oak. Some more faces from that same Pinterest board. Sometimes I'll have trouble with faces, which I'll just whip out the sketchbook and then do like 10 faces very fast. Some more of those mannequins. And then this is a technique I learned from one of the schoolism courses, where you sort of have a mask for the eyes. It helps a lot with expressions. You have a mask for the eyes, and then you kind of pull and squeeze, I guess, the mask. So I start with the mask, which is like the eye socket. I guess it's the eye socket. And then you add the eyes over. So the most important part of an expression is the eyebrows, which is why you do the mask. Like if you want an angry expression, the eyebrows are going to be like that. And then you add the mask. So this comes down. This is pulled up. Sadness, eyebrows are going to be like that. So and then I'll come and add the eyes. The course is, I forget what the course title is, but then the tutor for that course is called, why am I forgetting? What's his name? Wouter Tulip. That's his name. He has a really good course on schoolism for character design. Yep. Bunch of work stuff. Yeah. The mask again. Some ox. Like this guy. Yeah, some more gestures, some faces. Some studies. Yeah, there was a project where I had to draw some birds, so I was just trying to figure out what do birds actually look like. I think it was a parrot. So it's just me trying to explore from reference. Some more hands from Pinterest. There's an artist that has a lot of hand breakdowns on Pinterest. I forget the name. The artist is Korean. But when you type hand references, you'll probably come across one of the boards that has this hands holding stuff. These are just some shape language characters Shape design. Some running poses. This is from TB Choi. Yeah, some more running poses. I guess this is from a time when I had to do a running pose for work, and I was having some trouble. Tried to design a make from imagination. Failed miserably. There's some frame studies from Sing. The feature, animation feature. Film. Bunch of work stuff, so it's covered. So a friend of mine challenged me to draw a face from imagination. And I told them the only way I'll draw a face from imagination is if they did so fast. So this was the attempt. I mean, it's not bad. And this was mine. You can say I was starting to get a bit more confident with the pen. There's still a lot of chicken scratching, but better than when we started. Cubes, spheres. Yeah. I think from here on out is just a lot of work stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that was my sketchbook tour. It's not really pretty in quotes, but that's how I draw in my sketchbook. It's a place where I fail, I experiment, try new stuff. I hope this was at least somewhat entertaining. Well, not entertaining. Entertaining stroke. Insightful. Yeah. Leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.